The morning passed, and with it, the first leg of this year's Dacre Challenge. Fuel, a bit of grub, and a few minutes of much needed rest. And soon, it was time to get going again. Our team finally made it to the first checkpoint as well. We were about 4 hours behind schedule. The fallen trees had really made a mess out of our progress.
It hurts to sit down, my ass is so sore, and it hurts to stand because my feet are so sore. Because if the trees weren't down, it was great.
At this point, we have been riding for about 8 hours, and we were beginning to feel it.
You guys are good for 1 o'clock.
All right.
We were only about a quarter of the way. The nerves have now been shaken off, and we were off. We were committed to going as far as we possibly can. We quickly settled in and began burning miles. I still can't believe how beautiful these roads are. With such scenery, you quickly forget about the discomfort and about being tired. But it always helps to pay a bit of attention to the road. The skid plate works. I still can't believe that I'm doing this, flying along these roads with my teammates.
Pretty much boulders. But the KTM eats it up. Yum, yum, yum.
The corridor ends, and we're back on some gravel roads. We soon reached the start of the single track section. This is the hardest part of this morning's loop. The boys are doing fine, but I am a bit out of my comfort zone. Our heavier ADV bikes are not the best choice for this off-road bit. But we keep inching forward. Slow and steady. That is all we can do. That, and try to keep the bikes upright. We keep moving forward. Another fallen tree. We probably could have ridden over this one, but we decide under is better.
You got it?
This is all getting to be fun now. It is always about momentum.
Peter, what happened? Same thing as always. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Thanks.
Nothing to worry about. I dust off my knees and get going. This single track section turned out to be challenging, but fun. And as soon as we started feeling comfortable, single track opened up to a bigger trail. And that, in turn, became a gravel road. At this point, we have been on the bikes for almost 12 hours. We were beginning to feel the pain of the ride, especially in our rear ends. We started making more and more mistakes. This event is tough. The 4 hours of wrestling bikes over the 20 or more trees did us in. Bodies ached from the effort spent in the morning. And the time lost could not be made up. I no longer picked my lines properly, I just muscled through it. Yes. It was just a matter of time before I would make a major error. I was just being sloppy now. We also began taking more and more rest stops. And our conversation turned into discussion on whether or not to continue past the lunch break. Getting back to camp for lunch is all that we had in us.
This is tough. By far the toughest thing I've done, but this has beaten me up. That just knocked us on our butts. It was fun, but I'm probably not going to do this for a while. So Dacre, you win.
Being this far behind and this exhausted, we knew that we didn't have a chance to finish it. We knew that that was it for us.
Is Peter still with us? I thought maybe you were stopping back there. Here, let's go up around the corner.
Soon after this stop, I had a fall.
I'm in need of some serious carbs.
I hurt my foot quite badly in the process.
Well, we're ringing the bell. Finished up some single track, looked at what we realistically had to do. And it's like, no, that's not worth it. Put in a real good effort. Know what to expect. Peter hurt his foot. So, just getting tired, hungry. Good reason to stop. Waterless water crossing. Peter, do you have what it takes to survive the longest day?
Really not.
We rode in silence now, disappointed in both ourselves and our failed attempt.
Well, here we are.
All we had to do now, we just had to ride through the starred arches to finish off the morning loop. We arrived for lunch at 8 o'clock in the evening.
Welcome home, sir.
Thank you.
Way to go. Well, welcome home, guys. Lunch is ready.
The next day we found out that no one else in our group left for the second half of the challenge. That we weren't even the last ones to arrive for lunch. We came in somewhere in the middle of the standings. And that's not bad for a bunch of noobs, I guess.
Guess what's going for sale on Monday morning?
Give me 1,000. I'll take it home tonight.
900. Let's go.
The next day, I found out that I had broken my toe. I guess all that whining had been justified. It was so good to be back at camp. We were just exhausted. And as the beers began to work their magic, we soon forgot about the pain and the disappointments of the day. And we started thinking about coming back next year. After all, we have some unfinished business.
You think about it for a while. They never meant to sell a lie, but they found a way to steal your world forever. She crawled around our living room, searching for a mother's wound that she pulled away from your warm embrace that hit you. Motherhood at Waterloo, you feel it tighten like a noose, the soul respite asleep. She wasn't born to think that way. You called her name, she looked away, but always seemed to need a second glance. She's the one who needs a new thing to hold, the one who shook the screws loose for you, the one who liked to fall through the ice, the one who doesn't hold you. This love we feel is just a fantasy. This road we traveled is just a